Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. As you can probably tell by the sound of my voice, it's a little depressed, and maybe the title, the Twins lose Game 1 of the ALDS to the Yankees. Big shocker, woo, we all know that the Yankees are good. Okay, we're done with that, okay? But this was a tough game. It was a bad game for the Twins. There was a lot that went wrong. We're going to cover it in this video. Yeah, it's a little depressing. Just looking at the numbers in general, it's depressing. It's just not great. So we're going to start with the box score. Then we're going to go to pitching. And then we're going to go to hitting. So that's the rundown. We were up 2-0 in this game. We lost 10-4. They had 8 hits. We had 7. We both made an error. Tell you what, this game wasn't so much about anything else rather than capitalizing on the other team's errors. So we'll get to that in a second. But we had a 2-0 lead in this game. Okay, third inning. We had a 2-0 lead, and then we turn around and give them 3 runs right away. And that's terrible, okay? Basically, because the rest of the game, we were only able to score 1 run per inning, okay? So we scored 4 runs in this game. First, third, fifth, and sixth. 1 run in each inning. They had crooked numbers in every inning they scored. And that is how you win games. 3 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fifth, 2 runs in the sixth, 3 runs in the seventh. It was bad. Okay, so first of all, walks were a problem. We'll get to that in the pitching. But then also, the main play in the third inning, we'll go to the plays, in fact, right now. In the third inning, this is what killed us. So DJ LeMahieu leads off with a leadoff single. Single error, I don't know. It was basically, the ball went right off of Luis Arraez's glove. Single, LeMahieu's on first base. Then Judge singles. Okay, so threw him an awful pitch. It was a fastball. I said he should have gone curveball. It was a 1-2 count. It was a terrible pitch. He singles. First and second, nobody out. Gardner lines out. Okay, so what? We are fine. And there are 1 away, first and second. Then Marwin Gonzalez, sorry. Then he doubled to Marwin Gonzalez. Edwin Encarnacion doubles 2-1. We're still leading, but then Stanton walks, and Gleyber Torres grounds into a force out. Not a double play, but a force out because it was runners on first and second, 1 out. Ball is hit to Sano. Sano throws it to Arraez at second base. Arraez catches it, 2 outs, throws it to first. The ball is in the dirt. It skips to Crone, and they gave the error to Crone. I don't agree with it. I think it's Arraez's fault. Me and a couple of guys in the chat were going back and forth about that. But that gave them 2 runs. The ball got away from Crone, and they got 2 runs because of it. It's 3-2 Yankees, and then they just kept adding in the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. Now, we also had a chance. I believe it was in the first inning, wasn't it? Maybe it was the second inning. So yeah, second inning. We already hit 1 home run in this game, by the way, because Polanco, he hit a home run in the first inning. But in the second inning, Kepler grounds out. That's fine. Gonzalez doubles. That's great. Then Crone pops one up in the air. The ball is sky high. I mean, it comes down, boom, right off the glove of LeMahieu. And we have runners on first and third, I believe. No, just kidding. First and second. But then Luis Arraez grounds into a double play. So that's the 2 comparisons of basically us not capitalizing on their errors and them just absolutely tanking on ours. I mean, you cannot make errors against a good team like the Yankees and expect to win. You cannot make mistakes and expect to come back. So that was the box score for you guys. It's just bad. It was just bad. Let's go to the pitching side of things for the box score. Barrios started this game. Didn't really look bad. He pitched 4 innings, but he had 1, 2, 3 inning. Always had runners on base, had traffic, and he walked so many guys. I mean, he had 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Only 1 of them was earned. 6 strikeouts. And 3 walks. Now, realistically, it wasn't as bad as you would have thought, but the walks definitely killed him. The pitch count killed him, and it looked like he was trying to do everything himself. It really looked like he had to strike out every single batter, otherwise it was just chaos, right? That's at least my opinion. That's what it looked like, is Barrios trying to put the team on his shoulders. Didn't work. Because he walked too many guys, and then 1 hit comes, an error comes, and all of a sudden we're down, 3-1 or 3-2, whatever it was. So that's tough for Barrios. He didn't look terrible, but he did not look great. The umpire was squeezing him too. It was not great. But he gave us a chance. He left the game, and it was tied. Because he left the game in the 5th. We also had scored then. I'll get to that when I get to the batting. But we had a chance. He left the game tied, and we bring in Littell. Littell didn't get an out. He gave up 2 hits. Or just kidding. He did not give up a hit. He gave up a walk, and I think he hit a guy. Gave up 2 runs. Both of them earned. His ERA is infinity. He didn't get an out. And he lost us the game. Now, he was 6-0 during the regular season. Not that the win count means anything, but that stinks. That stinks. Like, he is one of our better, longer relievers and couldn't get an out tonight. So we had to bring in Duffy in the 5th inning. He did great. Struck out the side. And, he still gave up a hit and a walk, and he still gave up the 2 runs, technically, because Duffy was the guy who allowed the hit to score the runs for Littell. But, what can you do? He was put with guys on base. It's not Duffy's fault. I think Duffy should have come out with a clean inning. I think Barrios probably should have even gotten out there for the 5th. He had 88 pitches. I think he could have gone one more, but it's in the past. Duffy did what he could, struck out the side. Like I said, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, but it didn't hurt him because he was the only one who didn't give up a run until Gratterall in the 9th, or the 8th, I guess. So then Stashek came in, and that's when the game was over. He pitched 1 inning, didn't get a strikeout, didn't walk anybody. That's great. But gave up 2 hits, 2 home runs, and that killed the game for us. It was 4-3 at that point. 5-3 at that point. That made it 7-3. The 2 home runs just killed us. Gibson came in. He sucks. He's not coming back. Sorry. 1 inning, got 1 strikeout, but gave up 1 hit, 3 walks, 3 earned runs. That made it 10-4. Yeah, that was really bad. Gratterall, he pitched 1 inning, got 2 strikeouts. He looked good. And the game was over by this point, but he looked good. There you go. That's the pitching for tonight. So, recap. Barrios, iffy. He did fine. Gave us a chance. Littell sucked. Duffy did fine. Stashek sucked. Gibson sucked. Gratterall did good. So, this is from what I've experienced. Stashek will not see another inning. Gibson will not see another inning. At least from a reliever. I still think he could start, but he's not gonna. So, those 2 guys probably not gonna see another inning for the rest of the series. And we're down to 2 We're down to 23 guys. Just like that. And Barrios can't pitch, so we're down to 22 guys. And it's just a mess. That's just a mess. But let's talk about hitting. There actually was a lot of positivity with hitting tonight. Polanco hit a home run in the 1st inning. We were up 1-0. Then in the 3rd inning, what happened? I can't even remember. 3rd inning, Nelson Cruz hit the home run. That's right. That was a sick bat flip. Go watch that video. I'm sure you've seen it already. Nelson Cruz first pitch, though, takes it the other way, goes the other way, just inside the line. Inside the foul pole. That was a nice bat flip. We were up 2-0. In the 5th inning, Miguel Sano, he does not. We don't hit the home run. That was the 6th inning, and he hit a home run. But Luis Arraez doubles, and Polanco scores. That's why it was 3-3. In the 5th, then they scored 2. We answered. Miguel Sano hit a home run. That was really cool. That went the other way into the 1st row. That cut the lead back to 1. But then we didn't score after that. Positive thinking is that we did hit some home runs. It's just nobody was on base when we did. And that really stinks because, that changed the entire complexion of the game. That it would have really helped if we had guys on base, I tell you what. But you're not going to win a lot of games when you go 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position and you leave 9 guys on base. Not going to happen a lot. You look at the chart. I told you guys, you got to get consecutive hits. I've said it so many times. We didn't tonight. Garver, 0 for 5. 3 strikeouts. That's terrible for a leadoff guy, let me tell you. Polanco, 2 for 3. Looked good with 2 RBIs and a run. Also a home run. Cruz, home run, 1 for 3. But not consecutive, of course, and they were solo shots. Rosario, 0 for 5. Goodness sakes, he sucks. He looks terrible at the plate. So does Garver. They both look terrible. Sano, 1 for 4. Had the home run. Good for him. But then you go 0 for 2 with Kepler. He had 2 walks. Cruz also had 2 walks. Gonzalez had a good night, 2 for 4. Crone had 0 for 4. Luis Arraez 1 for 3, and Scope went 0 for 1. I mean, that's just what it's saying. 0 hit but it was a solo shot. 0, home run, 0, home run, 0, 2 for 4, 0, 1 for 3, 0. Like, you don't have any consecutivity there. That's not even a word, but I made it up. Consecutivity there. All we're doing is hitting solo shots. You're not going to win games like that, especially when you're walking 8 guys. We struck out 12, but we walked 8 guys. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. This was just a bad game in general. And I hope that tomorrow we're going to come out and spank the Yankees, because that's what we need to do. It was just a really bad game. I mean, it was a really, really bad game. I think at the time when they had 7 runs, all of them were scored by their first 4 guys. We couldn't get their leadoff guys out. Like I said, Barrios had traffic on there every single time he went out there to pitch. So not how you're going to win games. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, though. We'll be back streaming. If you missed a stream, I streamed the game talking to you guys. I'll be back on Monday for that. Otherwise, I hope you guys did enjoy the season. It was a fun season. We're not done yet. We get to go home at least once. So hopefully we can get 1 win tomorrow and then go back home on Monday and take a couple more games there. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, because post daily Twins videos. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow for the game review and hopefully a Twins win. Bye.